And a surprisingly compelling 1 p.m. matchup thanks to the likelihood that Cam Newton will start for the Panthers. Carolina at home. Ron Rivera returning to Charlotte to coach the Washington football team. His first game back in Bank of America Stadium since he was fired a couple of years ago by the Panthers. Carolina is a 3.5-point favorite at home, even though Washington beat the Bucs by 10 last weekend. Over-under is 43. Are you on upset alert for this one, even though it really wouldn't feel like much of an upset if Washington wins the game, Chris?
No, I look at this as one. I could see this being a defensive struggle. I mean, the Washington defense has really come on late. I think a lot of that Carolina defense for sure. I could see Carolina certainly, stymieing the Washington offense. Taylor Heineke, Antonio Gibson trying to get the run game going. I think it'll be Strugglesville there. Flip around, Carolina, I'm interested. One, I don't know exactly what this Cam Newton offense will look like under Joe Brady, but I do expect them to be, more run-oriented, maybe a shot down the field from time to time, get the ball out of Cam's hand quick to Christian McCaffrey. But again, I think they're going to continue to play the style we've seen them play the last few weeks, which is play like kind of conservative on the offensive side of the ball and play through their defense. I think that's what we're going to see. I don't think Carolina's looking to score 30 points, at least in my opinion. I'm going to go Carolina 16-13 in this one.
I've got Washington winning this one, so this gives you an opportunity to cut the deficit from 9 to 8. I just think that angle of Ron Rivera, knowing Cam Newton, supersedes these efforts by Matt Rule and Joe Brady to give Cam Newton a crash course in whatever it is that they're planning to do. And is it Cam Newton learning our offense? Is it us adapting our offense to suit Cam Newton? Whatever they do, Ron Rivera is going to be ready for it. And even though they don't have Chase Young, he's out for the year with a torn ACL. I mean, he missed most of last week's game, and they still won. I just feel like Washington, that 2 weeks off, the win, the confidence that comes from that, and we know in the NFL, confidence leads to more confidence. They have to be feeling good about themselves. Rivera, even though he said all the right things when he was asked the question yesterday about being fired by the Panthers, there is a stark difference between public Ron and private Ron. And my guess is he's going to be worked up. That team is going to be worked up. I think Washington wins this game outright, 24-20. So I got them winning and obviously covering the spread since they're getting points.
Yeah, I'm not mad at you there. That was definitely an angle I thought of. I mean, I wrote 16-13 Panthers. I was very close to writing 2016 Washington. I look at it as a kind of a coin flip game in a lot of ways. I'm giving the Cam Newton juice, I guess, to Carolina. You're giving the Ron Rivera juice to Washington.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.